Para você praticar o seu listening hoje, queria trazer uma conversa natural entre os australianos, mas também queria trazer um assunto que talvez você vai querer falar sobre um dia. Então, decidi contar para alguns amigos sobre minha experiência de carnaval, para você ver alguns vocabulários que você pode usar se um dia você quer explicar carnaval para um australiano. Bora, temos 2 amigos que estão vindo em casa e vou contar para eles sobre carnaval.
How you going, mate? Mate? Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. How you going?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys about the effects of Brazil on my ability to party. Because I think Brazil taught me how to party a lot more than Australia taught me how to party. I'm going to tell you about how. So I went on this amazing trip in Brazil when me and my ex, we decided to buy a car, and have you guys heard of Carnaval in Brazil?
Yes.
what have you heard?
It's like the gay Mardi Gras, but all sexualities and
Yeah.
it's
Massive.
lots of dancing in the street,
Yes.
lots of preparation,
Yes.
and a massive party.
Yeah, it's a massive party. Yeah. So I went to Carnaval in Brazil. I went to the biggest Carnaval, which is in Salvador. It's like right next to the beach. And yeah, as you said, it's a big street party. And they have these trucks. It's the best party of my life by far. It's incredible. So they have these big trucks that have all the kind of famous artists on them, and they move through the street. The trucks move through the street. So the party is like constantly moving. And so I was in the street, and it's like a beast. It's like packed with people, and it's constantly moving because the trucks are moving. And so if you don't like one type of music, you just walk to the next one. And yeah, so it's constantly in movement, and it's just absolute madness. Like all the colors, all people of all ages, and like the whole of Brazil stops for 1 week during Carnaval to party.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's great.
it's crazy, isn't it? So it's just a holiday for the whole country.
All ages?
All ages, all ages. And all ages are so free. Like, I remember seeing this older lady. She looked like she was wearing an apron, a really long skirt. She was really short and a little bit chubby, and she was just like getting down so hard on the street by herself. And yeah, she looked amazing. So it's people of all ages. Yeah, so it goes basically all day from, I don't even know when it started because I was never there at the start, but it goes until like 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. And every day it just repeats. And so yeah, how do I describe it? So you're in the street, and there's these trucks that move through the street that have massive speakers and the artists on top. And you're people in the street, at any point you just walk to the side, and there's makeshift bars that line the whole street. So you can just walk off to the side and get a drink at any point, and then come back and join the party. And it's so crazy, I think, because of the movement. So I didn't take anything with me to this party because things get stolen. I was nervous about having to look after anything. So I didn't take anything. And my ex just took a bum bag and put his phone and some things in the bum bag. And then he put the bum bag like inside of his underwear. And my only job for the whole party was just not lose him. And so I just had to like keep watching him, and just like the party would just suddenly get like really packed with people, and there'd be people everywhere and couldn't move. So I just had to like grab onto him and just like hold onto his head, and that was like my whole job. It So it's such an adventure. It's like you enter into the party and then you just don't know what's going to happen. And so, yeah, I just had to grab onto him and hold on to him the whole party. And yeah, so this party went for 5 days. And I was so lucky because I had a friend of a friend of a friend found an apartment for us that was right in the middle of the city. So we got to go home and sleep and then go to the party the next day. And I liked the nighttime because during the daytime it was so hot and sweaty and everyone was sweaty and touching each other. It was too much. People are so free in their sexuality in Brazil as well. So like everyone dancing like dirty, like it was just so much freedom. A lot of like flamboyant energy for sure, but lots of cultural stuff as well. Like it's not only party, it's like super, there's different cultural demonstrations and things.
Sounds amazing.
It's so amazing.
Because there's it's a pretty religious
Country.
society
Yeah.
too, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a bit of
Oh.
it's almost a contradiction, isn't it? That what religions really promote sexual disinhibition and like how's that interplay
That is-
between religion and that free sexual expression?
That's such an interesting question. And I was curious about this my whole time in Brazil as well, because they're super duper Catholic. But yeah, they're also just so openly sexual. Like, and yeah, I don't know. When I was in Brazil, I was kind of surprised with the fashion. I felt like I would look around and everyone was wearing really tight, short dresses, more than I see in Australia, but also we don't live on the coast and we live in a more cold place. But I saw that a lot more in Brazil. And I remember my ex saying to me once that I dress like an old lady. And I was like, what? And I didn't understand. And then it started to dawn on me that I'm not dressing like a slutty.
And is that just by body type?
Yes. Yeah, in Brazil, all body types, bikinis on the beach. Like, yeah, which is really different and really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to book a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, hey. And like, I think the other thing that Brazil taught me with parties is, I think even with dancing in Australia, I would dance, and I love dancing. I'm still a bit like this, but I was dancing completely for like my enjoyment and like getting into my body. But in Brazil, they'd really dance together. Like all the popular songs would come on and everyone would know a dance to them and everyone would dance together.
The same dance.
The same dance.
So street Latin.
There was that. There's like different types of dance, but there's also like their popular songs. Like there would be like a choreography.
Okay.
Yeah. Like we have Nutbush, the Macarena, but they... Wait, is Nutbush and Macarena the same thing? No.
No.
Yeah, so we have the Nutbush and stuff, but they would have one for like all of the popular songs.
Wow. So how does that happen? Did someone choreograph and then it's broadcast? Like how do people learn it?
Evolves from Carnival.
I don't think so. Parties are so much part of the culture in Brazil. Like I have one student that she is 14 and so they can't drink or anything yet, but they take like the whole school and her years, they all go on this trip for a full weekend and just have parties every day until like late at night and then play sport during the day. And like, so their classes are really like united. Like we didn't really have that.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Like parties are so much part of the culture and they're really about like togetherness. And I think it really translates into the culture because I think Brazilians are really together compared to Australians.
It's a lot more tradition.
Yeah. Like you go to, even if you have a party with Brazilians in Australia, if a Brazilian song comes on, you'll see them come together and all sing and do dances together that they all know the word. Like they're so together.
Yeah.
And
It's all about music and movement.
yeah. And just like enjoying life. They have a real, it's so much part of the culture to enjoy life and forget about hard stuff. And like so many people in Brazil just told me, I think they have an identity in Brazil of being happy people. I think we think of happiness as like a state, but they kind of have it in their identity. They have two ways of saying, I am. They say, I am as a state and I am as an identity. So they have these two words. So eu estou, which is like for temporary things. Like I am, yeah. And they could say eu estou feliz hoje, like I am happy today, and that would be like temporarily. But they also have eu sou, which is eu sou is like I am for more permanent things. And they would say eu sou feliz, like I am happy, as like a more, like that's part of my identity, that's who I am. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think you see happiness as like a temporary state? Or do you think you see it as like a person is happy?
I feel like it's a temporary thing that comes and goes, really. I feel, I think it's, it'd be nice to be accepting, or like in a Buddhist state where it's not dependent on external things, and that you're actually not grappling and trying to hold on to happy things because you need that thing to make you happy. It'd be nice to transcend that state and just be happy regardless of what. And sometimes I feel like I'm living it, and other times I'm like, there's no way, I'm so far from that.
When you asked that question, I guess was drawing on some of the Buddhist philosophy and nirvana. I guess in that it's a permanent state because of understanding of letting go of, I guess, owning things
And keeping things forever, permanently.
the impermanence
yeah,
of life and just, opening yourself to trust and that things just will be rather than forever wanting to control things.
Yeah.
And I
And
guess
being able to let things go, without a willing, a desire to hold on to it, to like possess, like it, yeah.
And I guess that carnival state is really much the celebration of just being in the moment and celebrating happiness without all those other distractions of owning things and wanting to control or anticipate what the future holds. It's that, I suppose, being in the moment.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't want to appear like the old lady at the table. It's going to happen. But I'm wondering though, I have a vision of this carnival going on, lots of people or whatever. I just want a place to sit down, like, and chill out. Like, where do they go? What do you do at a party like that when you just you
Rest your legs.
gotta rest your legs, have a drink, have a little rest?
It's crazy, isn't it? So this is, I think, what coming back to like how Brazil changed my ability to party. My ex said to me before we went to this party, he was like, we're going to war. Prepare yourself. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was just like, yeah, so that there is no place to sit down, really. And the ground and they'll in any second, there could be people.
Yeah.
And it's so wild. Like before in Australia, I used to love parties, like house parties. I like festivals and things, but I loved house parties because you could be comfortable, you could sit down when you want to, you put on your own music. And yeah. So, and I would still, even at these house parties, would get to like midnight, 1, something like that, and I would want to have a cup of tea and go to bed. And I would like to know where I was sleeping early and these types of things. But Brazil changed this in me. Now I feel like I come back to Australia and I go to parties with my friends and I can keep going. Brazil taught me how to keep going. Yeah, it's really insane. And the party is so crazy. Another big difference is the police in Brazil. Because this party is so wild, the police have to police it really heavily. So there's these big lines of police and they look really scary. I feel like Australian police are so chill. They're just your mate, basically. But in Brazil, they all have these batons and these straight faces. They never smile and they look really intimidating. And the party is packed and so wild. And then suddenly the police are walking through and people tap you and the crowd just parts for the police to walk through with these big batons like this. And there's this running joke of like, touch the police's baton, because you never would, because they'll like you up.
Teach you back.
And they're like, and I saw police like beating people. Actually, this is a crazy part of the party. So at one point, my ex was smoking a doob and the police obviously smelt it. He passed it to me, but then all of a sudden the police tackle him and against this bar. And so one police kind of is on top of him. The rest of the police form a semicircle around him. And they basically strip search him, like he can't do anything. He can't move his hands. And I've just got this dude in my hand, I just chuck it in the ground. And they like search him completely. And then they don't find anything, thank God. And because that was like the one dude that we had. And they let him go. But it was, I was so scared. And I was like trying to get to him, but there was this semi-police were just like I couldn't get to him. And then we just went back to the party and it was all fine. But I was like, whoa, that was intense.
That's terrifying.
They
So now
are
it's
intense.
illegal.
They're so scary.
Pot, marijuana, and
I think
other
marijuana is-
substances are illegal, are they?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. There must be, yeah.
Wow. Such extremes.
Such extremes. Like so much joy with these like really scary police.
Do you think maybe the oppression of Catholicism and maybe the judicial system is reason why people party so hard? It's when you can break away and dinner without those constraints.
It's a good question. I think life is harder in Brazil.
Yeah.
Like, it's harder to make money. People have to work so hard. It's really hard. And yeah, there's more crime. There's more stress, I think. Yeah, I found the Brazilian like joy and spirit really amazing amongst that. And this idea of I am happy, and there's so much gratefulness for what they have. Always talking about what they have. And I think because they live close to people that have less all the time, there was so much more comparison to like the people that have less than them, rather than in Australia. I think there's so much more comparison to
People have more.
people who have more. But I think maybe there is in Brazil as well.
Excuse me, I'm going to put on lunch.
Anyway, that's probably enough. Thank you guys. So
Thank you. Really interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, not so much.
No, it's so fun.
It's hard to get a word in with old Dean.
But yeah, I think that is a working theory of the degree of oppression can somehow represent or indicate the degree of overt expression.
That's so interesting. Yeah. Have you noticed that in other
Yeah,
places?
like you think of those who, in terms of gay life, those who have been brought up in an ultra religious family where they've disowned them because their sexuality have been more overt
Yeah.
in their sexual expression as a way of, I don't know. Whereas those who are, I guess, grow up in a more, in terms of homosexuality, more moderate family environment, more moderate in the way they grow to express themselves sexually.
Yeah.
It was never an issue with me and my family growing up. And I wasn't that overt, I guess. Again, very feminine and
Yeah.
very proudly gay, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to bear my ass cheeks out
Yeah.
in any public setting.
Yeah. It's super, it is interesting. The idea of, yeah, if the more repressed you are, the more you need to like rebel against that. Yeah. É isso pelo vídeo de hoje. Tem muitos vídeos aqui no canal para você praticar o seu inglês do jeitinho australiano. E se você tem algum assunto ou algum inglês que você quer aprender, por favor, me fala nos comentários. Eu vou amar trazer conteúdo que vai ser muito útil para vocês. Até semana que vem!